Hey everyone, this is the second video on learning Burp Suite. In the first video, we installed the Foxy Proxy plugin, intercepted requests, and brute forced a password. Let's keep exploring Burp Suite. Let's turn on the plugin and go to Facebook. It doesn't have to be Facebook. It could be any other site, Instagram, whatever you want, YouTube. Let's do it. Let's add Facebook to the scope. The scope is used so that it ignores requests from a particular domain. For example, if there are too many requests from Facebook, we just add it to the scope and it won't be logged anymore. Besides not being logged, you can also intercept it through target and intercept. All right, I see there are some Instagram requests here. Let me add Instagram to the scope too, so it doesn't get in our way. All right, that's it. Here, you can also add or remove domains from the scope. So, let's intercept a request and try entering a login and password. Just like I showed in the first video. So, this is our request. We're specifically interested in the post method, meaning when we send something to the server. Let's send it to the repeater. Just as I demonstrated back in our very first lesson, let's go ahead and make sure that we turn off the proxy settings for now. I showed it like this. Now, that if we enter a quote here, we'll get an object-object error, but we can't see it. Our repeater will help us with this. That is, we remove the value from here, put a quotation mark, we click send and see exactly what kind of error it is. What we have here is QSQLite, which essentially means that the site is currently utilizing an SQL database. Here we can see exactly what kind of request this is. That is, where does he turn to us? That is, we see that he turns from. It selects the user's email. Here's the quotation mark we entered and the password. Meaning there's no handling, we have no password processing. So basically, we can enter any value here and it will go through. In other words, our request isn't being processed properly. That's really bad. So if we enter any value here or here that's related to SQL, then the password won't be processed at all, meaning we can enter any password and get into some account. So let's send it to the repeater, to the intruder. Let me replace the quotation mark. Let's say it's 123 at gmail.com. Like in the first video, we did this with the password before. Now we're going to do it with Gmail, but we won't brute force it. We'll just try to pick a value related to SQL. So we need to select our login and make it a variable. That is, click Add, or just right-click and select here. After that, we click Loader. Choose the file. With our payloads, I'll leave this file and all the files in the Telegram channel, so there will be two files there. So it's convenient for you to work on it yourself and keep it for when you want to test. Only do this on other sites with permission. That's it. Basically, you can already start the attack. But this attack is completely wrong. It's done with a mistake. So, if we look at the value this attack is trying to send right now, we can see that it's incorrect. So, this is a URL. As you can see, the URL encoding is currently enabled for our use, which means the request isn't being substituted here. In order for this specific attack to function exactly as intended, it is absolutely essential that we manually disable URL encoding within the application settings. And only then should we start the attack. The attack is finished. We're interested in the value with a status of 200. So even if we go to 500 now, yeah, that's not it. Not that one. Not that one. We hit 200. We have finally got it. 200. Let's copy our login. We can close this now. Let's double check again that our proxy is disabled. This is my password for my account. Here we can enter an incorrect password, basically any password, even one that's not registered in SQL, and click Login. And we'll be logged in as admin. That's why SQL injection is so dangerous. Thank you all.